Well, guys, I found something that was incredibly old. It was older than Trixie, so I'm going to have to share it with you. I found a VHS tape that survived Hurricane Wilma. I lost my entire other studio in Hurricane Wilma and everything that I owned and all of my work, and it really soured me off of movies for a long time. But I did save this one VHS tape, and I found it, so I'm going to share it with you. I had a roommate, me and a roommate, we stayed in this little trailer. It was a tiny, tiny trailer at the end of a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. And I mean in the middle of nowhere. So every day I would come home and I would work on this thing because my favorite movie was the movie Aliens. So I wanted to recreate like a scene out of Aliens so I could learn how to make movies. Of course, we didn't have internet back then. We were working with a square television, and I had a camera that I bought from Sears that had a battery on the back of it the size of a cinder block, and this thing had a VHS tape in it that, it was huge. So anyway, every day I would come home and work on it. My roommate would just look at me. It was like he would open a beer and he'd just shake his head and look at me and go, "Are you on drugs or what?" And I'm like, "No, dude, man, I want to make a movie." So I had to figure out how to make a movie. So I lit it all up and did everything that I needed. And I even figured out how to move the camera through the room by putting it on HO train tracks. And then I did a little recording of me playing with this camera that I just can't believe I actually found these things. Because whatever date is on the tape, it was like 99, like August 3rd, 1999 or something. That was the date that this tape was edited. So who knows how old it really is. Like as old as Trixie. So anyway, and then Joe said something to me to the effect of, well, if you're going to, do this and teach other people or expect them to do, acting or something, you need to know how to act as well, and how to direct or whatever. And I was like, he's right. I need to cover all aspects of this. I mean, after all, I did buy this camera from Sears. So I went ahead and I did like a scene where I stood and I had a fake headset on and glasses because I didn't wear glasses back then yet. And I did this whole little spiel, and it was completely ad-lib. There was no script, no storyboard, nothing. And I did it in front of this cardboard and styrofoam robot that I'd made, and it really looked fucking awesome. It really did. And if you blew on it, that thing would have fallen apart. Like the arms were held on with toothpicks and stuff. But anyway, once I got it done, I was like, wow, this looks like crap. It just looks like VHS film. So I was like, what would degrade this and look like it was broadcast film, like Blade Runner, when he was talking on the intercom, out in front of the nightclub to his boss or whatever. Oh, he was talking to what's her name. So anyway, I put reticles on the television in my bedroom with pinstripe, and then I took packaging tape that was colored and put it at the bottom, and then went to an office supply place, got adhesive letters, put those on the screen. Zoomed in a camera on it. I had to put the camera, the only place I could do it that would work was on my bed in my bedroom. I put books on my bed, put a tripod on it, put the camera on there, zoomed in, and changed all the colors on the television so that it, whatever. So anyway, this was my acting debut. It was totally ad-lib, whatever. So I'm going to share it with you guys. And like I said, I have no freaking clue how far back it goes. But anyway, somebody was complaining the other day that, we don't have any... we don't have a script, and there's no storyboards, and there's no plot, and there's no there's no real fabric to this movie at all. And I'm like, yeah, sure, of course, we rented a huge building in the middle of downtown Fort Lauderdale, so we could just come in here and and play on the internet and upload stuff to the internet. Yeah. Okay, well, we do have a script, we do have everything, but we do not have a storyboard, because this is the storyboard. What we're doing here with you guys at home is we are creating a big 3D storyboard. And once we have it completely perfect, and I am 100% sure that I have exactly what I want on film, I'm going to play it for you guys. You guys can watch it and kick it around for at least a solid week. And then we're going to put it up for a vote. We're going to take it apart. Whatever scenes you guys don't like, they're going to go, and we're going to redo them. We'll reshoot them, whatever, until everyone everywhere agrees that this is as good as it can be made. And at that point, I'm going to have professionals redo this entire movie to industry standards so that it can go to the theater. So that is the answer to the $1 million question that everybody's been asking. So anyway, this is what was on the tape that I found that has been laying around for I don't know how long. It's as old as Trixie. So have a good weekend, guys. Oh, and I got some really cool new pictures of Ricochet to share with you guys. Oh, and by the way, any of you guys that are really cool and really nice and you're helpful on the project, I'm taking pictures out and putting them aside into a file, and I'll give you one picture. It'll be a decent picture of high resolution, whatever we shot, but it will never be seen by the public, and it will never be used in anything. And once I give them to each one of you guys, whatever, I'm deleting them. That picture is gone forever. So if you take that picture off of your page, wherever I leave it for you, and archive it, someday when this comes out, you're going to have a very priceless, cool little ornament, a little piece that came from the behind the scenes of the movie that no one else has. So if you find a little picture that comes from me and it's on your page, that's me saying thank you for helping us out. So see you guys around. And Trixie says goodbye too, and Steve will be back next time.
Mr. Wooden, it's so nice to see you again. I'm sure you're saying to yourself right about now, how on earth did she get my private VidMail address? And get past all of your security too. Being an arms dealer has its advantages. I'll make this blunt and to the point, Mr. Wooden. I'm sure you can recall selling me 400 of your very finest polar combat droids. You were so proud of the technical advances that your people had done with this droid. You told me that this droid, the camouflage on this droid, was so good that it would virtually disappear into a snowbank at 1,000 feet. Very impressive. Maybe your technicians should have put little boots and mittens and jackets on it. This droid doesn't last 20 minutes in the climate here. Perhaps if my client had ordered these droids to invade the Bahamas, this would be a perfect droid. However, this is Stepnia, you fucking moron. It's 75 below here, year round. Do you understand?